There's something in your home right now that could be quietly stealing your peace, disrupting your prayers, and inviting chaos into your life. And you may not even realize it. It's not about clutter or dust. It's something much deeper, something spiritual. Could your home be holding you back from God's blessings? Sounds extreme. Let me show you what I mean. In the book of Joshua, we find a story that's often overlooked. The Israelites had just defeated Jericho, a massive victory by God's hand. But in their next battle, a small town called Ai, they were shockingly defeated. Why? Because one man, Achan, had secretly kept items that God had commanded them to destroy, idols and treasures dedicated to false gods. Achan thought no one would notice, but those hidden objects brought God's judgment on the entire nation. The Bible says in Joshua 7:12, "I will not be with you anymore unless you destroy whatever among you is devoted to destruction." Now pause for a moment. What about your home? Could there be devoted things hidden in plain sight? Think about it. Have you ever brought something into your house just because it was trendy or harmless fun? Maybe it's that crystal someone said would bring you good energy, or maybe it's music, movies, or books that glorify values opposite to what God teaches. Violence, lust, greed. I once met someone who kept a vintage Ouija board as a conversation piece. She didn't believe in it, but over time, she began having nightmares. Arguments with her family increased, and she felt a heaviness in her home. She didn't connect the dots until someone pointed out the board's history. When she threw it away, the atmosphere in her home changed almost instantly. If this is hitting home for you, it's time to do some soul searching. Before we go further, let me just say this. If this content is speaking to your heart, make sure to subscribe right now. This channel is about bringing light into your life and equipping you to live out your faith boldly, free from unnecessary burdens. The truth is that what we allow into our homes often reflects what we allow into our hearts. In 2 Kings 23, King Josiah led a massive reform in Israel. He tore down idols, burned objects tied to pagan worship, and restored true worship to God. Josiah understood that cleaning the temple wasn't just about appearances. It was about clearing the spiritual atmosphere. Now let's talk about your temple, your home. That art piece with dark, disturbing themes? It might seem harmless, but could it be planting seeds of fear or negativity in your space? That show you binge watch, full of vulgar language and mocking God's principles, what's it feeding your spirit? We are not here to condemn you. We have all had moments when we overlook these things. But as Christians, we're called to be vigilant. The enemy doesn't always knock loudly at the front door. Sometimes he sneaks in through the back. A young couple I know recently went through their home with fresh eyes. They prayed over each room and asked God to show them anything that didn't belong. They were shocked by what they found. Books that glorified witchcraft, games with occult symbols, and even small statues they had picked up on vacation without thinking twice. As they removed these items, they felt lighter. Their prayer life became more vibrant, and their home felt like a true sanctuary, a place where God's presence was welcome. Let's share two powerful truths. 1. Your home sets the tone for your spiritual life. Proverbs 24:3 says, "By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established." A home filled with God's presence can be a place of peace, growth, and joy. 2. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. God isn't asking you to have a spotless house, but a surrendered one. It's about creating an environment where your faith can thrive and distractions are minimized. A house filled with God's peace is more valuable than the most expensive mansion. Go through your home with courage and ask yourself, is this helping me get closer to God or pulling me away? And remember, when you invite God in, you will never feel the need to cling to anything that doesn't honor Him. If this video has added value to your life, please hit the subscribe button and share it with someone you love. Together, we can create homes that radiate light and truth in a world desperate for both.